MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Getting the nod in this one, Framber Valdez. What should we keep an eye on here?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Ready to go now? Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Not even close there. And we're off and rolling here in Houston. And another ball. That one misses. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Trout. The other way. Balls it in, and there's one away. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
2 outs, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels held in check. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, and our pitcher in this game, Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first, Jose Altuve up to hit here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Misses off the plate, and that's ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And that misses. Ball two. Just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball,
wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
1 out, base is empty. And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1-2. And that's outside. Comes the 2-2. That one the other way. Rengifo tosses to first, and they get the out. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Missed with a changeup, ball one. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and that is strike two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Scoreless after one. Back here at Dyken Park, and here's the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. Valdez back to work. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And another ball. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. He swings and fouls one off. No score here in the second. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Logan O'Hoppe stands in now and watches strike one. Two outs. In the dirt. And 1-1. And strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's off the inside corner. 2-2. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. Angels go quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Houston, and now it's Christian Walker. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a 1-1. And there's a ball. That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Yainer Diaz, batting with one down, takes a strike. And the lefty with the 0-1. And a curve is down and in. Next pitch is downstairs. Fastball for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And there's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now here is Chas McCormick.
0-1's the count.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Liner, and this could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 2-0.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Oh, 0-1 now. That catches the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Dubon tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. McCormick stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jake Myers. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. And that one is inside. Myers checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Flied to right his first time. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. That's a little bit low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next offering upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Ward ranging back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Grounded out his first time up. That's in there. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. On the ground, Moncada slings it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Astros 3 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now Yoan Moncada. Moncada measures 6 feet 2 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. And misses inside. That one not close. 2 balls and a strike. Slapped foul. Out to short, Pena. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. curveball over for a called strike.
0-1.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's 3-2.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Ball one there.
Ball one, no strikes.
Still only one out here in the inning. And another ball, Valdez. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it stays fair. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Here's Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First offering, and it just misses. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Hit into right center. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. Back even. It's 3-3.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Just off the inside edge. That one
3 balls,
outside.
1 strike.
3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Trout leads off first with 1 away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes Trout flying around third. He'll score.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. He made him really work out there on the mound. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Hit in the air, center field. Myers on his way over, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Caught looking his first time up. And that one wrapped foul. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That's off the mark.
Ball 1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's
2
way
balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
It's 2-2. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And it remains 2-2. Strike 3 on the foul tip. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Angels 4 and the Astros 3. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
And that pitch count is impactful, because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Adele makes the grab, 1 away. Christian Walker digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside, just missed. Inside, 2-0. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Adele snags it for the second out. And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A massive home run. It's 4-4.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And the batter now, Jeremy Pena, singled and scored his first time. And that's way high. And that is ball one. Tied at 4. And that's fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Here's a 1-1. In the air, right side. Trout flashes the leather on the running catch. Solo homer ties it for the Astros. All even now at 4 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Logan O'Hoppe.
Here we go, Astros. Here we go. Here we go, Astros.
Sliced hard but foul.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Here is Yoan Moncada. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Go ahead run on base. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a foul out of play. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Flips it behind his back. Back to first, and it's over his head. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Joe Adele. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man on second, 2 down.
Outside, that's a ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Caleb Ort, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. King also getting ready. And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Bottom 4. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Fastball for a strike. That's inside.
Inside.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one way inside.
Full count.
Tied at 4. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. He reached out a walk his first time. There's a strike. That one misses, and the count is 1-1. And that is out of play. Breaking ball misses down and away. Just misses. And the count's full.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly. This game's all tied at 4. Back here at Daikin Park, new inning getting started. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Taylor Ward. Valdez back to work. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Tied at 4. Foul ball, still 0-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right
One
back
ball,
up the middle
2
approach.
strikes.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw.
He's safe.
Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And next for LA, Mike Trout. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Caleb Ort on to pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch
Outside.
misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Very high with that one.
1 strike.
And it's 2-1. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. The sweeper catches the outside part of the zone. Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3.
But that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Shotwell. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Oh, 2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Neto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The shortstop takes the ball. Trout at second with 2 down. And that one way outside. And the count is 2-2. In the air out towards right center. Myers pulls it down, and that'll do it. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Houston, here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hans Kraus, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Suarez getting cranked up as well. Off the mark there, and it's 2-0. And a strike in there.
2-1.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 3-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in. And there's one down. Isaac Paredes will hit next. He's grounded out a couple of times. And there's a foul ball. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Just missed. The Astros down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yusei Kikuchi will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Hans Kraus.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Man at first with one gone. And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's outside. The changeup missing, and that's ball 3.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
(3-1) is on the way, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's going to be Christian Walker. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that loads the bases.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
And the batter now, Yainer Diaz.
That's a ball.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count,
no
bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases full. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. All tied again, 5-5.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And now Jeremy Pena, 1 for 2. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Alvarez over at second. Walker on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Two on, 2 outs.
Nope. Outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. This to third. Moncada tossed to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 5. We're all tied up 5-5. Top of the 6th inning. Leading off, Logan O'Hoppe. Fastball for a strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu getting ready to go. Scott also throwing. Top of the zone for a called strike. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here is Moncada. Right through there for a strike. Ford, the tall righty, 33 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strikes him out with 100. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And that one inside, and it hit him.
Right there.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Joe Adell getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Yeah. 1-1.
And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. And now 2-2.
2-2 count. Thank you.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Two outs. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the mound. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Suarez. And now, Chas McCormick. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out.